Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Today is important. It's important because I got to get this message out that will hopefully help some of y'all see the deception that's on that is literally happening. That ain't just on the way. So first off, a plane got hit yesterday, and a United States Black Hawk flew into the plane on purpose. And they're trying to say it's a terrorist attack. It's not. They're trying to start a war. Don't listen to them. Don't have the back for the war. Tell them no, because they're trying to get us. They're trying to get the American people to support a war that they're trying to start. So tell them no. We don't want the war. But that's what's going on as far as the plane crash. It is not a missile from another country. It is not a terrorist attack. They've been lying. It was on radar the whole time when that plane went down. A Black Hawk, United States Army plane, helicopter, ran into a United States plane on purpose, an airline. All those poor folks are dead because your United States government decided to try to put on a hope so they could start World War III and got caught again. It is not a terrorist attack. There's been no missile launch from another country over here. That is a Black Hawk, a United States Army Black Hawk that deliberately crashed into a United States airport plane in the air. And now they say they got investigated because they think it might have been a terrorist attack. It wasn't no terrorist attack. They're just trying to go to war because they know they can't get what they want. So they're trying to force what they want. So y'all just let them know that y'all don't want the war. And if they go to war, y'all not joining the army. Y'all not fighting their battles. Nobody will do it. And then therefore they can't go to war because that's what they really are trying to do. They're trying to start World War III. These guys are crazy. But you already knew that. All right, y'all. So I just want to share a couple of things that's very important. But before I do that, well, actually, I'm going to do that right now. Well, let me go ahead and get started since I might as well get started, right? All right, y'all. Here we go. Oh, jeez, my hair's all over the place. Grand Rising, by the way. Okay. I hope you guys are going to pay attention now. This first video is about let you know that this planet, see, so let me explain something thoroughly. This planet is going to go back and turn into a new planet. And other folks who want to keep on doing all the mess and all the stuff they're trying to do will get trapped in the fucked up reality that they created so they can build the problems they created, which will be a different Earth. Nobody's coming to pick us up. The Earth is going to change. It's already doing it. These are 3 to 4 suns merging together in this picture right here to combine one sun like it was before, which will tell you why it was never dark, hot, and there's more suns that will combine with that sun to make our full one sun. Or you could say the timelines are coming in together. When the timeline, matter of fact, any of y'all seen a movie called Cube or Cube 2? In that movie, after the amount of time, the cube, it is it's an infamous cube. Basically, it keeps going and going and going. Kind of like the universe. And eventually it implodes on itself. At the end of it, there's a door you can jump into as it starts to fall apart at the last second. And you escape that reality. See, we are heading to a new Earth, which is going to be on this Earth, because this is going to be a new Earth. And it is constantly changing. And if you are not changing with this reality, if you are not changing who you are as a person, if you are not trying, which really you should be, instead of trying, a better diet, more healthy, more designed for you and your body, because that's your body. You're supposed to be eating alkaline foods. You're going to have a hard time moving on. We already have 3 to 4 suns that's combined together as one right now. I'm going to show you the footage so you don't think I'm lying, to prove that things are changing.
A big bigger sun. Do y'all see this? Oh my goodness. And there's one more back there. There's one more back there. Y'all see how they're merging? Oh my goodness. And just so you know it's not an illusion, there's two spheres here in the lens flare. There's two spheres here. And do you guys see the differences in the clouds, right? There's like a darker, denser cloud in the front, like trying to obfuscate this view. And the white clouds be in the back, just chilling. Y'all see that? This last ball came through, and then it's like they were stuck. They weren't going anywhere no more. And then again, you see this other one back there. This is crazy. What is going on in the world? And the sun just got a lot more brighter. But yes, Antipolo, Philippines. This is amazing. Told y'all, man, the times are here. They told us there will be signs in the skies. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shit. Peace out. This phenomenon.
All right, y'all. You see this right here? This happened just at the peak of the harmonic convergence. Our sun combined with another sun, which means another sun was created here on our planet. Another sun was created. And the two suns merged together, giving birth.
Three suns merged together, giving birth to a brand new sun, because these are split up suns. Split them up so it can feed your melanin less to make more of your power be less acceptable to being used by you. You see, that's what they did. Now I put myself back on the screen here. So we're going to get into this. I was telling you about some of this, but also one thing I left out that I had to go back and do some research on is that Trump is also this guy. See, Trump is like 8 characters, y'all. This is ridiculous, man. But anyways, Trump has a son, and that son's going to cause a lot of problems. That son is called the Omen Child. That's why they show you he was called the Omen, because they knew they was going to genetically modify a Nephilim giant and make him king of the world. So it seems to be that Elon Musk, the AI robot, may want the throne, but the AI robot won't get the throne because he's being used by Trump. And the AI robot listened to the devil, convincing Trump about the fallen ones, saying that they were all good guys when they wasn't. Like a lot of you people are doing now, talking about, you're always saying that Anunnaki and the Net and all these guys are good. No, they wasn't. All of them all evil. You always claiming somebody come get us off the planet. No, they not. You stupid. You're blind as a bat. That's what you really think. We save ourselves. We don't need help. We have to save ourselves. We got to stop playing a victim. Get out of that victim mentality. Understand we got to stand up and fight like we always done. Or at least avoid people and not deal with them so that we can be peaceful and get the fuck out the cities and go someplace else. But still, you still might have to fight, to be dead honest with you. Right? They're creating a place that you want nothing to do with, is what they're doing. And when they give the Omen Child, you heard it right, I said it. The Omen Child genetically modified, and that they convinced Trump and his robot wife to become the how I say it, the daughter of, or how I say, to be nice to raise their son, a fake son, because he ain't a real son. He's their fake son. He's a Nephilim, Anunnaki, demon child. Not coming from Trump's private. Ivana Trump didn't have him as a baby. Ivana Trump was literally handed this child and was told or convinced by Satan worshipers, Pan worshipers, saying this child is going to do great things. And if you take this child, you secure your spot and riches and everything else. So LaVonia Trump, yeah, of course you know that little jackrabbit dog went for it. Of course she was going to go for it. The devil ensured them that if they took care of this child, he would make sure this child is successful and this child will rule the world. You see what's happening here. The almond. I should have named this video called The Almond. I didn't do that though. So first, let's talk about Trump. This is about Trump, his other character. I'm going to get my face out so you can pay attention to this character. This character will not, no, take over the world. This character, though, however, is Trump right now. One of Trump's many characters has control of the world, but he is literally going to hand the control over to his son, back to the demon who gave them power, the Anunnaki, because the Anunnaki were Nephilims. All right? And that's why I keep saying the only ones that were ever innocent was the Earthborn, the originals. Anything else was not innocent. They all had crimes in this, and they all got to pay. They all play different sides, and they want to play good and bad when they're all evil. And the key is not to pick a side. And that's how you escape. And don't go towards a light when all the things go down. If you don't get to just go to the planet without passing away first, turn your back on the light. Look in the galaxy. Go home. Don't be stupid this time. They played you. Now let's go ahead and listen to this.
Throne at the age of 16 when his scheming mother Agrippina poisoned his adoptive father Claudius. He actually started well, listening to the advice of his tutor, the philosopher. Nero is known as one of the cruelest and most depraved of ancient Rome's 70 or so emperors. He ascended the imperial throne at the age of 16 when his scheming mother Agrippina poisoned his adoptive father Claudius. He actually started well, listening to the advice of his tutor, the philosopher Seneca, but he soon started down a darker path of forcing himself on anyone he wanted and eliminating those who dared to object, all the while pretending to be a sensitive, artistic soul who loved nothing more than poetry and playing his lyre. When he tired of his mother, he sent soldiers with swords, and he kicked to death his pregnant wife Poppaea when she complained about him coming home late. After the Great Fire of Rome, which destroyed half the city, he blamed the Christians to deflect rumours that he had started it to clear buildings for his new palace, sending thousands to their deaths. If even some of the stories about him are true, he deserves his reputation as one of history's greatest villains.
All right, so I pause it because, they're going to start going with that other stuff. So what's forwarded here? 1 second. And I want y'all to chew the meat and spit out the bones. We all know that I do not teach the Hebrew Israelite because I understand that is a black and white religion. However, we do have to look at some of the information that they do actually have based on certain things. That's one thing I will give them to a certain extent, not to a full extent. You already know they be messing up. Sorry if you kept listening. Hey, just being honest with you. You might want to check in what you're doing. But let's get back to the subject because I did not come here to sit up there and try to get y'all straight. Hopefully y'all get your own self straight. Mr. News got too much to cover, not enough time to cover it. So here we go. Now they are comparing. Now this let me go back a little bit. They're comparing this guy to him because of the way he looks. Now ignore all the Hebrew Israelite them saying the devil's name and stuff, because in this video they do say that. That's why I stopped and skipped some of it. They are going to break some things down that are actually good. Then I'm going to go to the subject that I really want to get to, which is after. I think it's one more after this, two more after this. But this is doing all this to break down what's really going on. Let me get my screen up, my face on the screen here so you can see what you're talking to. All right, here we go. So now, plain and simple, man. You got. They're trying to say that this is Trump. Now, beyond a shadow of doubt, yes. Right now, if you actually pay attention, Trump has a lot of power, almost all power, but not. He's setting it up so that he'll be able to get all powers and hand over to his son. You see the L that I'm pointing over here? I don't even know if you can even see that L on the screen. I don't know if they even show the screen. They probably don't. But the guy next to Trump, that would be his son. They're comparing Trump to him, not realizing that is actually not Trump, although it does look like him. It is the son. The son looks very more like this, if you didn't notice. Now, the camps are thinking that Trump's gonna be the one to sit in the seat, but that's not the case. It's actually going to be his son.
And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
No, I wanted to get that picture. That's what I was trying to get you to. Hold on. You see this young guy next to Trump? Hey, can I do one better than that? I'm gonna see if I can get it better than that, y'all. There we go. This young guy. Okay, now too bad I could put all pictures together like that. But the other picture, right? Now this is son when he's younger. They're comparing this guy to Trump. Now, yes, there are a lot of eerie similarities, but when I show you the guy they're actually talking about, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. All right, matter of fact, let me go over here and do that. Now, with the kids talking about is that this is the point where they get the fan. They're gonna start sending you to your houses. They're gonna start trying to do FID chips. They're gonna start doing more terrorist attacks. And the kids are right about that part. They're gonna start doing more terrorist attacks. Just like they had the Black Hawk run into the plane yesterday and try to say it was a terrorist attack. Well, you know what? It was a United States Black Hawk Army terrorist attack on a United States plane. And y'all got mad when the brother with the police report on it and showed them the actual chops on of the flights. Yes, he has the flight patterns and the radio talk on how the chop was told that he's about to plaster to the plane, but he did it anyway. And he had more than an hour to turn away from the route he was on. In fact, he turned into that route on purpose, the route the plane was on, to crash into it and probably jumped out of parachute because y'all want to make sure y'all crashed that plane so y'all could claim there was a terrorist attack. So, camps, you got that part right. They're going to start all these false flags to try to start a war because they come get what they want. What you got wrong is that other guy in the picture, yes, they are giving Trump tons of power. Yes, Trump has more power than the other president has so far in history. But what you guys had missed the buck is that Trump is going to hand the power to his son. Yes, Elon Musk, the AI robot, does want the power. But Trump is not doing it for Elon Musk. Trump is actually using Elon Musk just as much as Elon Musk is using Trump. Trump is using Elon Musk to get all the power he can possibly get to hand over to his son, which is not even his real son. It's a Nephilim giant, genetically modified child, which is not Devonia's or his. They just signed up to act like it was theirs. Oh, they're about to get a rude awakening. Trump is in for a bad discovery that he don't want no part of and have no idea that he don't open up Pandora's box and don't even know Pandora's box and living inside his house alongside his wife, Lavonia, because she signed on to be that boy, teenage young boy. He's like 14 years old. He's tall as shit too, crying out loud. How you 14 and you almost 7-8 feet tall? That don't make no damn sense. That's a Nephilim giant I've ever seen one. However, now listen, and he's white. So I know he's a Nephilim giant. Anunnaki Nephilim giant demon. That's right. That's exactly what he is. Now, we're going to listen to this real quick.
At the same time as his entire family, why Biden didn't pardon himself?
So, sir, on pardons, have you ruled out a pardon for yourself or any other additional members of the family?
For myself?
Yes, sir.
Well, what did I pardon myself for?
That's what I'm asking.
No, I have no contemplation of pardoning myself for anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Have you seen the comparisons of pardons? And I got a list much bigger than that we'll look at.
So he pardoned every single person that did anything wrong because he knows that Trump is going to go after this guy. He knows Trump's going to go after Mr. F with all this guy. In fact, Russia told Trump that they could make a deal, drop Fauci. They could drop the COV. They could make a deal, get rid of the whole crew. Russia's willing to work with the United States with Putin as long as he gets rid of the whole health organization. Started with Fauci. Now, they don't pardon everybody though, right? And they put stuff, oh, come on, don't do me like that. Y'all putting stuff for the meat. They put stuff for the meat. They don't want to show. I know some of y'all seen it. I was trying to get to that part. What do they put in the meat? Poisons. They try to kill you off. What else they put in the meat? Metals. Why they put metals in the meat? Because they want you to be able to be seen if you hide out. And furthermore, why is magnets sticking to some meats inside the store when you stick it on a package? Because they're trying to stick that shit in you. You know what I'm talking about.
What your thoughts are on that one. And as of pardons, crazy thing is the word on the street is that he pardoned just about everyone in his family. And we're seeing posts and statistics like this. It says no one is above the law. Apparently, George W. Bush had 200 pardons from 2001 to 2009. Barack Obama between 2009 and 17 had 1,927. And Donald Trump between 17 and 21 had only 237. And then we've got Joe Biden coming in with a huge victory between 21 and 25 with 8,064. Now that to me seems extravagant. If you guys pay attention to my community tab here on YouTube, you would have seen me post this the other day, which breaks it down in a huge scale all the way from 1945 to current 2025 with Biden. Now just look at that graph. Gives you kind of an idea what's going on. And ironically, everyone's asking,
so he pardoned everybody for all the crimes he committed, and they committed all together, not to December. Senior Bush, which is fucking crazy. That means they knew Trump was going to get in there. Your homeboy Obama, who is not one of us. No, he's not. He's a Moor. Y'all got played. And he's a faggot. His wife is a man. I got pictures. Now, let's keep going. I know something to people because they didn't believe me when I was telling them this, man. That dude's it's crazy, bro. I didn't see it myself, I won't believe it. Anyways, all right.
As you can see, they got Elon Musk was talking about basically what I've been saying, you know what I mean? Like I said, you ain't even got to call it a prediction because a lot of us probably pieced it together with our common sense and just seeing.
Probably none of us will have a job. There will be, but in that benign scenario, there will be universal high income.
Okay, what's going on with our mom?
Now, why is that? Because Elon Musk wanted to control it and get you off the dollar and get you the FRID chip, the mark of the beast, which is going to have and all some of the doubles D in it, right? What else must be happening? Well, oh well, if that is the case, then there must be a lot more going on. Before we even get into that discussion, let's go ahead and let's view the fact that I'm going to tell you what they want you to believe, because this is a problem. Yeah, I'm getting on you, and I can call you out because you fuck it up. There he is and his buddy. He'll say his name, Young Elder and this guy. Y'all fucking up. Y'all fucking up because y'all keep on coming to Anunnaki, who are demons, are going to come down and rescue people. Those are demons. The universal law, which is all over the universe, states that nobody can interfere or they will be doomed. They cannot get physically involved or they will doom themselves, which means that if there was any good guys, they will never come and help, for they will be doomed. Thou shalt not enter another person's planet, or y'all shall be doomed. They won't do that because they'll be doomed. Thou shalt not directly have any communication with the peoples or things that is on those planets or realms, because if you do, you can change their history, and therefore that will not be good for the people. Therefore, you shall be doomed. They not gonna come. The good guys are never getting involved. The most you're gonna get for them is from galaxies away is dropping your little fucking nuggets that you already know in the first place. And they're not even telling you here, they're talking to you up there, saying you need to go tell yourself, your lower self, what's going on. That's right. And therefore, you, your higher self, make sure your lower self, as you're in these lower bodies right now, give you information so you remember everything you already know. Stop playing look inside yourself. Can we stop the bullshit? They want you to believe this. Now, he's going to tell you what they want you to believe, and I'm going to be honest with you. If you are seriously thinking somebody coming out and pick us up, you are retarded and senile.
What's going on YouTube? Listen up, Young Elder Gang. This is Chief Walking Bird at you with another banger. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, fam. I hope this video get at least 100,000 likes. In this video, you will find history, definitions, scripture, information, and best of all, what we Americans have been deprived of from the beginning, the truth.
He about to tell you a lie because he is blind.
Keep in mind, this content used in this video is intended for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. We will give you the total truth as we best understand it today. Be sure to hit that like button, Young Elder Gang. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell. And don't forget to check back with us every day for new content. You need to hear this if you're a political enthusiast. The year is 2043. The world watches in stunned silence. Millions have vanished without a trace. Mothers turn from their stoves to find empty cribs.
And what he gonna go on to tell y'all is gonna say the big fat lie. Oh, the Anunnakis are coming to pick up their kids between this and this and no, the fuck they ain't. Because all the kids are the ones that's on this earth who helped enslave us, the black boys and those white people and all these other nationalities who are the devil's seeds. And they are the only ones here. So they don't want to save us. They don't even like us. Stop lying to the people. This is the problem. That's why people think somebody coming to come get us. Ain't nobody coming to get us. You a retarded ass motherfucker. You believe that shit. So we got people with channels, got billions and billions of followers, but speaking lies. This is why I always told you the ones you listen to is the ones who have the least people on their channels. Because those are the ones getting blackballed by your local government and YouTube because they the ones telling the truth. Ain't nobody in the world can sit there and give me a good reason of how come I don't have a trillion followers of all the evidence and information and knowledge that I have spewed out of my mouth and shown. Could not name one of y'all can give me an explanation except that, sir, you must be being blackballed because you keep telling the truth. I am worldwide. This channel. Think about that. There's no reason besides the fact that I'm telling y'all the truth for the blackball me.
50. Barron Trump was born in Manhattan, New York City. One's gone. They just disappeared in the twinkling of an eye. Set for this reality won't to happen until the year 2150.
Now, a good reason why some folks will disappear. I'm gonna tell you straight up, Elon Musk is deceiving Trump, and he's gonna tell Trump. Actually, he already told Trump. To be honest with you, ain't no he's gone to. He has already told Trump that they want to open up these portals. What portals talking about? Well, you know, have any of y'all ever used to watch that TV show where they had that portal? And they had that portal, and you had this black guy with the bald head, and these white people and this white lady out. They would freaking push these buttons and walk through a portal like if they was walking through a door. I forgot the name of the damn show. Somebody posted the name of the show. And they walk right through and go to another room and start fighting people. They did this shit all the time. All right. They had no business on army TV show. They had no business doing it. But that's what they did. Well, ain't that something? The same exact portal, name of that portal that they were using to travel around, Elon Musk has one. But most likely he invented it. And again, and he turned around and said to Trump, we need to start using these portals. Do you know Trump is talking about these portals by this device that you can push a button and walk through and go to the portal right now? Do you know that? Do you know that that is how these fallen ones, Elon Musk's buddies, and also, let's not forget, the fake son of Trump and Ivanka Trump, his army. That's who's going to be let through the portals that key. Trump is going to be deceived, y'all. He don't even know it.
50. Barron Trump was born in Manhattan, New York City, under a blood moon, a sign, some whispered, of the darkness he would bring. The lunar.
And did they not show you on Omen the red blood moon. They were showing you this because they've been planning for the Omen, son, of the Nephilim Anunnaki demons to be on this earth in the physical form. They done took every single piece that they could take and genetically modified this damn evil ass kid. When somebody shoots him because bullets do not kill, let's shoot him in the head. Anunnaki demons, they're going to shoot him in the body. They're going to shoot this kid. And he's not going to die. They're going to think he died. But because the bullets bounced off of Anunnaki's skin, he's going to fall to the ground and pretend that he died. And then pretend that he came back alive. And then he's going to say he's God. Y'all see where this is going. And Trump will have no way to stop him. His advisors will be taken out. Trump will be helpless to do anything for the people. Trump will have to sit down and stay in his place as his double, the son that they signed on to pretend that they the father and mother of that child when they not. And this child knows that that's not his mommy and daddy. That child knows that he was genetically modified. That child knows that they took every single piece of DNA from the farms. They digged up their carcasses under the pyramids and so forth in that fake fucking Egypt. And they knew they was going to make this damn things like they clone people all the time. You know this damn kid is going to act a fool and act out.
The lunar eclipse on March 20th, 2006 was a total lunar eclipse, also known as a blood moon. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon appears red or ruddy brown because Earth's atmosphere scatters blue light. Keep in mind, the Dakota House is in Manhattan. The Dakota, also known as the Dakota Apartments, is a cooperative apartment building at 1 West 72nd Street on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in New York City, United States. Even as a child, he possessed an unnerving intelligence, for Barron was no ordinary child. As Barron grew, so did his power.
Now, if you don't know, Barron is 19, 18, 19, or 20 years old. I would say 19, but he could be 18 or 19. This is a young teenage kid. They have been giving this look. He's already been sitting in the seats. They don't ever show his face. This dude has so much power. Anybody give him all power real soon. Well, I'm trying to tell you, by the end of Trump's term, they're going to give this boy all power. He'll be elected. And all these people think that he is the king's business, that he is the business, that he's going to rule the world, that they believe that he's going to solve all the world's problems. Oh boy, I tell you, they have opened Pandora's box, and they're going to open it even more. And I'm telling you, they will not be able to close that box.
The world celebrated his brilliance, his charisma, his potential. And when the pickup came, Barron Trump saw his opportunity. March 20th, 2006, a date forever etched in darkness. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Barron William Trump entered the world. His birth, coinciding with a rare blood moon, sent chills down spines. Even as an infant, Barron possessed an unsettling aura. His eyes, piercing stone blue, seemed to hold ancient secrets. Nurses whispered of strange occurrences in the nursery. His parents, the 45th U.S. President Donald Trump, and his third wife Melania, a former fashion model, remained oblivious. He was raised in New York City on Fifth Ave at Trump Tower and attended Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School. Donald saw in Barron an heir to his empire. Melania saw in Barron a means to secure her own position. But Barron was more than just a son. He was a carefully crafted weapon, a genetic masterpiece. You ever wonder why Barron Trump is so tall? Some say he's 6'7". Some say he's 6.9. But a Nephilim nonetheless. Barron Trump's birth was the end product of an extensive genetic engineering artificial insemination project known as Project People's Victory. His mother, Melania Trump, or Melania Naus, was unwittingly convinced by Satanists to become the mother of a child who, they assured her, would change the face of the earth. Satan himself agreed to help her make this possible if only she submitted to him. Melania stays with her husband Donald until the baby is born, insisting that her son keep the strong and noble Trump name. As Barron grew, so did the unsettling feeling that surrounded him. He observed with piercing stone blue eyes, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. He devoured books on history, philosophy, and the occult. His tutors were both impressed and disturbed by him. Even at a young age, he understood the power of fear and control. His bedroom became a shrine to unseen forces. Those who knew the ancient prophecies watched in growing horror. The serpent was already coiled within the cradle, waiting to strike. Through his parents, Baron Trump possessed a very unique bloodline, dating far back to ancient Rome, so he could actually claim to be of Roman descent. This is partly in keeping with the early Christian belief that the Antichrist would come in the form of a Roman emperor, in addition to the current premillennialist Christian view that the Antichrist shall emerge from a new Roman Empire, in this case being the American or European Union. His father's last name, Trump, comes from English and German origin, a German surname, possibly from a word for drum, an English surname derived from Old French trompior, trumpeter, or maker of trumpets. In the Bible, when the trumpet is blown, refers to the moment when a trumpet sound announces a significant event, most commonly signifying the resurrection of the dead at the second coming of Yeshua, Jesus Christ.
And of course, they fall for that mess. That's all bullshit. That's a lie too. So don't fall for that mess.
As described in passages like 1 Corinthians 15:52 and 1 Thessalonians, symbolizes the start of the final judgment day. Baron W. Trump is extremely prideful. Being overly prideful means having an exaggerated sense of self-importance and looking down on others. It can also be described as being arrogant, disdainful, or overconfident. According to biblical interpretations, Lucifer was extremely prideful to the point where his excessive self-importance and desire to be equal to God led to his rebellion and fall from heaven. His pride is often considered the root cause of his downfall and is seen as the ultimate sin in many religious contexts. Key points about Lucifer's pride. Self-admiration. Lucifer was so impressed with his own beauty, intelligence, and power that he believed he deserved the same glory and honor as God. Desire for power.
Of course, should the meat spit out the bones? We know that we don't use that G word because it's pagan, but just should the meat spit out the bones so you understand what's going on. This is the kid. When he was on the left side, he was freaking 13, 14. On the right side, now you're looking at a 18, 19-year-old young boy who's just waiting for Trump to hand it over to him so he can sit there and terrorize everybody.
His pride manifested in a desire to rule and be worshipped, leading him to challenge God's authority. Arrogance. Lucifer became arrogant, believing he was superior to others, and even questioning God's decisions. Baron's education was a testament to his parents' ambition and their utter lack of awareness. He was enrolled in the most prestigious schools, surrounded by the children of the elite. But his true education took place in the shadows, guided by unseen hands with their own sinister agenda. He was taught the art of manipulation, the ruthless calculus of power, the seductive allure of absolute control. His mentors, drawn from the darkest corners of society, recognized in Baron a kindred spirit, a vessel of immense power waiting to be unleashed. They honed his intellect into a weapon, sharpened his charisma into a blade, and nurtured the darkness that festered within his heart. Barron excelled in his studies, mastering subjects that challenged even the brightest minds. He graduated from NYU Stern School of Business in a mere 2 years. His intellect a source of both awe and fear. The world, captivated by his brilliance and charm, celebrated him as a prodigy, a visionary, a leader for a new generation. But behind the facade of the brilliant young businessman, a monster was taking shape. Barron's compassion withered, replaced by a chilling indifference to human suffering. His empathy evaporated, leaving behind a void filled only with ambition and a thirst for power that knew no bounds. The world, oblivious to the danger lurking beneath the surface, continued to shower him with praise and accolades, unwittingly paving the path for their own destruction. In the chaotic aftermath of the pickup, the world desperately sought a beacon of hope.
Now the pickup is bullshit. That's when, now see, they've been lying. They keep on telling you about some resurrection. That's all bullshit. The pickup is bullshit. Now I'm explaining what the so-called pickup is that's in that book, so you understand you've been lied to. The so-called pickup is where they keep on making more of these diseases, telling your ass to go take you know what and get this and that, right? And then you listen and you die because you did what they told you to do, or you turn into a zombie. Then the other pickup would be, oh, you know what? We ought to take these such and such because your brother's missing and we made him take the you know what on one of these other things and now he's dead. But we're going to tell you that Mr. L, you know they love that guy, came to pick him up on a spaceship. That's what we're going to tell you. And because y'all believe almost everything, and then y'all going to go for it, and they can put you on the ship and eat you, just like that lady had her dream, warning everybody not to get on the ships. And she also said in that dream that the government has ships just like those, and a lot of times people get abducted. It is not by the so-called fallen ones all the time. It is sometimes, but a lot of times it's by your own government. So they can tell you many things, and if you believe it, and you're a dummy.
Oh,
ain't no pickup.
A leader to guide them through the darkness.
Except for when there's some that will come knock on your door who are going to be foreign ones, who are going to trick you to come on that ship so they can eat you, and I prove unfairly you better not get on that damn ship.
Barron Trump, with his carefully cultivated image of youthful idealism and sharp intellect, saw his opportunity. He stepped onto the world stage, not as the brash, impulsive heir to a controversial legacy, but as a calm, collected, and charismatic statesman.
That's right, cold, collected, charismatic statesman. Sit there and woo you like these women be going for these no good men thinking they're good, 6 feet tall, this and that, the third, and then they get dogged and played out. He's the slickest one. And a lot of you women are going to love him the most, more than the men. A lot of men are actually going to start seeing, and we're going to be trying to get the fuck up out of here and getting away from these cities. And in fact, we're going to try to do more than that, because then we hit the wilderness, we're going to try and find another place to go that's better than that, because we're going to know that this guy is, man, a lot of them are going to fall for it, though. Y'all going to fall for it. Y'all certainly will. Right? And that's your fault. How come our people like fairy tales? And why don't they like the truth? How come, and this is going to hurt, ladies, a white boy or white man come tell you the same thing. I'm using the terms a black man come tell you, and you won't believe the black man, but let a white man or somebody else come tell you, you listen to him. How is it our people, now I'm talking to the men too, we never seem to listen to the ones we should listen to and listen to people that we should not listen to? Somebody please tell me this. And I know y'all all was told by your parents that they try to tell you stuff and you get the self-tone and listen to them. But it seemed like you listen to anybody else. Every parent has complained about that with their child. And then you come crying to them and they looking at you saying, I'm the one that told you not to do all that, but you don't listen to fucking Chad down the street or your brother Bobby or your cousin Craig, and I told you not to do it, but you don't listen to me, listen to everything else. Instead of listen to the people you should be listening to. How many times your parents told you that? More than too many, I'm sure.
His first foray into the political arena was a carefully orchestrated masterpiece. He addressed the United Nations. His words.
Now look, he had already, this has happened. His kid has spoke and addressed it all United Nations, not on TV. We never got to see this. Y'all know who this is, pointing at him. This guy holds a lot of power. Why is he doing that? Because he's saying this guy is the next guy. He's going to be the next leader after Trump. They already saying who they want. They already going to put this guy in. Trump's already set up so they can hand it for him. You think that Trump would not have got killed if they didn't allow this stuff to happen? They're allowing it to happen. Trump wasn't really shot at. They faked that, trying to make Trump seem like he was the one. But they know Trump ain't the one. They know Trump is going to bring in this genetically modified person that they think they control. They got this thing has a handler that they think that can handle him. And when this guy kills their handler, aka advisor, and gets rid of him, this young boy will be snipped there doing all types of craziness, messiness, putting all types of unlawful laws in, trying to make you serve him, trying to make you go to serve, trying to make you bow down to the knees, trying to make you take his whatever thing he wants you to take, that chippy chip, the mark of the beast, and so forth. He'll try to hunt you down. He'll do everything in his power to make sure that everybody feels as though that he is God. Because each Anunnaki demon, each devil, each Nephilim Anunnaki demon that ever came and invaded this planet was never coming here to sit there and do the right thing. All the Anunnaki, except for the Earthborn that never invaded, will burn on the earth, and we don't even call ourselves Anunnaki, because Anunnaki is a wide range of many different beings. Okay, all the people that was born on this earth, the original beings, original so-called black man is the only innocent one that's ever been on this planet. All right, anything else that came to this planet and invaded this planet, you all have fault. You all have to pay because of what your daddies did when they first invaded this planet. You black Moors got to pay because you did what the devil told y'all to do when y'all weren't supposed to. And not only that, y'all also inherited the seed of the devil because you mixed your seed with that devil. That's right. When it talks about the apple, yes, it is talking about the technology, but it is also talking about sex. The black Moors are the ones that slept with the devil called Satan. Our people never slept with the devil. That is a lie, and Adam and Eve was not our people. Besides the fact they were black Moors. The black Moors are reptilian black DNA. Therefore, that is not us. We are not going to go with the lies. We are visitors. We are angelic beings. We are star seeds. We are 33-strand light ether beings coming from what you call the creator of all, which is nothing more than the ether. Okay? Y'all call it Big Mama. This is all of us combined together as one at home, the big old ball of light, the energy, electricity, the spirit that nobody can contain, touch, or command unless you are fully clean, period. The very thing that keeps destroying them every time they try to go there, that is in you because of the piece of you, because it is you. We simply separate ourselves in a big amount of numbers that nobody could ever put on paper, count, or figure out. It is unlimited. So we need to stop falling for the lies. Now this damn jackrabbit, Nephilim demon, Anunnaki, white pasty fallen one, is going to sit up there and going to do the devil's work because he is a product of the seed genetically modified for the devil to be used as a weapon of his hand. That's why they say a carefully constructed weapon. And Trump and Ivania have no idea what they're in for. Do you know that this damn evil ass boy and his past life, because you go to the history of that king that they're talking about that they think is Trump, that isn't Trump, has killed his mother and his daddy. No, the mother killed the daddy and so forth. He killed the mother. Now, I don't know. I'm sorry. I love my daddy. My mother's not around right now. I hope that she moved on and then come back to this place because damn it, why she have to go through this shit again? That'd be terrible. However, I could never, ever hurt my mama, even if she did hurt my daddy. And it would probably fuck my head up so much, I'd probably lose my mind and just go insane. But I would never, ever hurt my mama no matter what she did. This boy done killed this mama. Come on now. I would definitely cut my mother off if she killed my daddy. I'd cut her off in a heartbeat, never talk to her again. But I could never lay a finger on her. He killed his mother. Huh? This is past life. Now he has came back to sit up there and cause hell on a planet that he's already turned into a hell. Huh? That we are getting ready and we have all been morphing this planet into a heaven over time, because those three suns are combined. There's a fourth one coming. When this sun gets big, where it used to be, there will never be no more darkness. Everything has been changing. And as soon as we are changing everything so that we can have a son be born, as the scripture says, in other words, that we can claim our throne so that we can rule upon all the earths and galaxies and be the top like we supposed to be and not be the tail. This old jackrabbit has popped on the scene in 2006 as a baby. And he used the government and the devil who has told them, because that's the devil's son if you don't know. That's why he's going to allow him to rise to power. That's right. And the devil has told the government to convince Navanya and Trump to be the fake daddy of this mama of this boy. And they did it grudgingly. They did it unwillingly. But Trump seen the boy as somebody, if I take him, I'll be in office. Yeah, you took the boy. Yeah, you did, Trump. And now you in office. But you didn't realize that was your first fuck up. Navanya Trump, you didn't want to do it. You really did. You hardly didn't want to do it. As an AI robot, you hardly didn't want to do it. But damn it, you had to. They weren't going to get off your back, so you accepted that shit, didn't you? Oh, AI robot Navanya Trump, you have no idea what you have done. For y'all have opened the door for Satan's son himself. And therefore, now at 19 years old, or 18, he has done a speech to the Senate. And we had not got to watch it or see it on TV, nor did it hit the news, nor was it in your local newspaper, nor did you ever hear about it from anybody besides maybe one YouTuber besides me. And now we are here telling you one told you wrong, but we have to correct it and fix it right and tell you right. That this is indeed the Antichrist, and indeed, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that is the devil's son. And when they told you a long time ago, they told me to, I didn't believe it and you didn't believe it. Because it seemed too far stretched. And it was a long time ago in the early 1990s when they mentioned this boy. And I remember in the year 2006, it came up, his name came up again. But he wasn't born in the 90s. He was born in 2006. And then I remember, if your brain takes you that far back and will bring you to the point where I'm at now, I do remember in 2010, his face hit the YouTube again, and they said that he was going to be the guy that ruled the world. And then I remember, if my mind served me right, in 2015, I seen this guy, this young kid, same face again. And they was telling me back then that this is going to be the guy. But I did not take it serious, like many who didn't take it serious, and I did not know half the stuff that I know now. And I can honestly recognize that if they have purely the government, the black operations, put Trump, this guy in Trump's custody, and Navanya Trump's custody, AI robot, and they have turned around and got the AI robot helping Trump set everything up for their master, the devil. And the AI robots also will be the devil's army, along with the portals that he is opening up, tricking Trump with. Off that TV show, I forgot the damn name of that TV show, where they walk through the portal and push cut buttons and they walk through the damn portal. He said, yes, he's convinced Trump to go ahead and get that thing going. And when Trump gets that thing going, with the key to pit to a hell, you're going to see that this young boy's army comes walking through. The very same army you were told to fear. The very same army that they told you bullets bounce off of. because they're going to bounce off of him when he fakes his death. This is the face of the devil's son. And he indeed holds Roman ties from way, way back. And he will indeed be the heir of their throne. For if you didn't know that the Trump has taken down the old government, it doesn't exist anymore. There's a new government around now, and there's a new federal government around now. They're not calling themselves the federal government. They have shut down the federal government. They're actually throwing a lot of federal government people in jail. You see what is going on. In order to gain power, you must take down the power. In order to hang your son power, you must set it up and take down the powers to be, so that he has all power, so that those powers cannot confront him and tell him that he's wrong. He will be unconfrontable.
A balm to a world reeling from loss and uncertainty. He spoke of unity, of cooperation, of a shared future free from the divisions of the past. His eloquence was captivating. His message resonating with a global audience hungry for reassurance. Media outlets, both traditional and digital, couldn't get enough of him. He was hailed as a unifying force, a voice of reason, a leader for a new age. His face, youthful yet determined, graced magazine covers worldwide.
And I have you know that they didn't start talking about this New World Order stuff until this dude popped on the scene. I just want you to know that. Not to the extent they're doing now. I just want you to know that. This dude gave a speech called "The World Should Unite" and also crazy jazz. Well, we know that is totally malarkey, right? But where did he? And they believed it. And where are they forming? A New World Order? Oh, but not the New World Order they thought they was going to form. They done pulled out of that New World Order. They on a whole nother New Order with a whole nother New World government. And you're going to see all these countries. Yeah, they're going to sit there and say, yeah, black man has the right, I'm using the terms, has the right to be sovereign. Black man has the right to claim his place. Black man has the right to actually be his own governor and all that stuff. They all going to say that. But as soon as they all say it, this old demon child right here is going to turn around and tell y'all, psych. And they're going to turn around and try to do everything that they can in their power to make sure that you don't get what you want, to make sure that the people ain't free. And he going to force this Sunday or Saturday Sabbath, which is for the devil. Yeah, y'all going to find out firsthand from the devil's son himself. And he going to tell y'all to serve him because he is God. Now, here's the thing. Y'all all say he's not God. Here's the thing. God means devil. That God, Lord God, is the whole devil's name. Oh, yes, it is. If you didn't know, that's why I said we don't use the word G word anymore, because it is pagan. So when y'all say that he is not Lord God, the devil, that is Lord God, the devil's son. That's the son. I rebuke both parts of his name because they're both the devil's name. If you didn't know, now you've been taught something. That is the devil's son. So in a sense, you are wrong because you were saying that that's not the devil's son, because God means devil and Lord means devil. It's the devil's name. That's why I refrain from saying the G word, and I say that, and I know others do say, I don't correct them because I know what they're really trying to say, but we ought to refrain from that. So I'm not jumping on anybody's case. That's why I didn't jump on anybody's case when they said it, or when they do say it, because folks do say I don't say anything. But when I'm teaching them, I'm definitely going to specify that we don't use that word because it is pagan. It means devil. We are 33 strand ether light beings, and we come from the ether. The thing they call the creator of all, which is the ether, and therefore we are all one, combined as one. But that's another story. We're going to get back into what I was talking about. So they sit up there, and it's amazing. Well, correction, it's amazing to me. Amazing to me how many camps got that wrong. It is amazing to me that Elon Musk, the AI robot, which I would never have guessed in a million years, is going to help Trump set up this new government. It is amazing to me that the AI robot, who is the caretaker of their son, The AI robot is the caretaker. He's the one to make sure that their son, their fake son, don't go crazy off the handles. And he's setting it up for his shit. That's Elon Musk's master. Shoot, that's Elon Musk's pappy's loyal, not even loyal. That's a lie, but fake loyal son. So yeah, Elon Musk gonna serve this boy. Elon Musk gonna talk to Trump and get these portals open with this machine because this boy wants it. Elon Musk is gonna put in the mark of the beast chips, the rest of them, because there's 6 more. He only introduced to a couple of them, but there's 6 more coming. The last one, Elon Musk liquid brain chip, because this boy wants it. Elon Musk is doing the bidding of his master. This boy wants it. Elon Musk helped, if you didn't know, Trump get in office. Yes, he sure did, because this boy wants it. This is not about Trump. This is not about Trump's rise to power. This is about the fact that this boy at 19 years old wanted his stepdaddy to be in power so that he can ensure that he gets the seat, because he's the son of the devil. And Trump has promised that he's going to do everything in his power to get this digital currency going up by the end of his term with the help of Elon, the AI robot Musk. And the AI robot Musk serves his son, his fake son, genetically modified Anunnaki Nephilim demon son, that is. Everything is happening that you're seeing because his son wants it. Yeah, it's good Trump took us away from that old government and all that stuff, but Trump is only doing it to put you underneath this boy's government. So when they keep on creating all these diseases and tell you go this, go that, and y'all march in the streets to claim y'all want global warming, y'all march in the streets to claim that y'all want to be put back underneath that government, he's going to tell you that government's gone. That federal government is gone. I took it down because the people wanted me to. Harris, the king, giving you what you want. But I got a new government he's going to take. It's my son's government. And this boy is going to run the world great and perfect. He is the best of the bestest and all that stuff. You know, Trump be talking all fools. The best of the bestest and the greatest of the greatest. And this, he's always claiming shit like that. He going to claim the same thing about this boy that they don't gas him up. They don't gas Trump all up about this boy. Convince LaVonia Trump, AI robot wife of his, that this boy was going to be the greatest world leader ever. And Trump took that and said, this is going to submit. Me taking this boy is going to cement me getting in office, but it's going to cement me as a legend further on, because this is going to cure the earth. Oh, Trump, they lied to you. Trump, they lied to you. Everything that you think you trying to do good, this kid is going to take it and use it for pure evil. And you will not be able to stop. In fact, they said that when Trump and LaVonia Trump figures out what this boy is doing, they're going to be helpless to stop him. That Trump is going to have to put his head down and tuck his tail between his legs and get behind the boy and follow his lead.
The name Baron Trump was on everyone's lips, a symbol of hope in a world teetering on the brink. But beneath the polished veneer, the carefully crafted persona, lay a chilling ambition. Baron, schooled in the art of manipulation by masters of deceit, understood the power of image, the intoxicating allure of charisma. He played his part to perfection, feeding the world the narrative it craved, all the while consolidating his power, tightening his grip on the levers of influence. The United Nations, weakened by internal strife and the exodus of numerous member states in the wake of the pickup, found itself at a crossroads. Many saw in Baron Trump the solution to their woes, a figurehead with the charisma and global appeal to restore the organization's credibility and usher in an era of unprecedented cooperation. Trump, sensing an opportunity to further his own agenda, played the role of reluctant savior to perfection. He initially demurred, citing his youth and lack of experience, but ultimately allowed himself to be persuaded to accept the nomination for Secretary General of the United Nations. His election was a foregone conclusion. The world, desperate for leadership, embraced him wholeheartedly. From the halls of the United Nations to the streets of war-torn nations, Baron Trump's name was met with a mixture of adulation and fervent hope. He was, in the eyes of many, the only one who could unite a fractured world. But Baron's vision for the United Nations was far from the utopian ideal envisioned by its founders. He saw the organization not as a forum for diplomacy and cooperation, but as a tool, a weapon to be wielded in his quest for absolute power. The world, blinded by its own desperation, failed to see the darkness lurking beneath the surface, the chilling ambition masked by a carefully constructed facade of benevolence. As Secretary General, Baron moved swiftly and decisively, consolidating his power within the United Nations and ruthlessly silencing any dissent. He dissolved existing committees, reshuffled departments, and installed his own hand-picked loyalists in key positions. The organization, once a bastion of diplomacy, transformed into a well-oiled machine designed to enforce his will. His next move sent shockwaves through the world. He announced the formation of the global community, a new world order built on the ashes of the old. National borders, he argued, were relics of a bygone era, obstacles to true unity and progress. The world, he proclaimed, needed a single, unified government to face the challenges of the future. The world, still reeling from the pickup and the arrival of the Anunnaki, offered little resistance. Many, swayed by Baron's charisma and the promise of a brighter future, embraced
the arrival of the foreign ones who will come and cause all types of harm and destruction, and then he will say that he has the answer. The devil caused the Pappy Devil caused the problem with his boys and the spaceships who are already here on this earth. They're not coming from a long distance. Bullshit. Saturn is the devil's planet, just so you know. And everything black ain't us, so don't try it. And the devil gonna sit there and say, "Now, my dear boy, this is what I sent you here for. Tell me your solution after I cause chaos." And y'all gonna go for it. Oh yeah, a lot of y'all gonna think the resurrection is real, not realizing that you getting sucked up by the world day and night because you took the you know what. Portals are gonna be open so they can kidnap people from out of their homes and say that they went up to see the Most High, which is nothing but religion, and all the dummies will fall for it. Oh yeah, they got this all planned out, and then this guy pops on the scene and tells you he got the thing that's gonna fix everything. But one thing you didn't know, that him and his daddy has already talked about this before he came. And as the guy said, he plays it to the full perfectly so that you guys don't even realize that that's the devil's son in the flesh.
Embrace the global community as the answer to their prayers. Others, sensing the insidious nature of this new world order, were silenced, their voices drowned out by the chorus of approval. Baron, with his cunning intellect and ruthless efficiency, had anticipated every challenge, neutralized every threat. He had, in the space of a few short years, achieved what had eluded tyrants and dictators for centuries: the establishment of a global empire with himself at its head. With the global community firmly established, Baron shed the last vestiges of his carefully crafted persona. The charming, idealistic statesman vanished, replaced by a cold, calculating tyrant, his eyes burning with an unholy light. The world watched in horror as the mask of benevolence slipped, revealing the true face of evil. Those who had dared to oppose him, who had seen through his facade of peace and unity, were the first to be silenced. Journalists, politicians, religious leaders, anyone who dared to question his authority or challenge his vision was swiftly and brutally eliminated.
And this is also why I keep telling you, for all the teachers, that you need to go to the wilderness. Go in the wilderness if you can. Why is that? You don't think this little boy been watching since he was freaking 2-3 years old? You don't think he been watching all of our channels since he was 3? He knows who's talking about what. He probably watching my channel right now. You don't think? And more of y'all gonna talk about this, teachers. Y'all gonna start blowing it up and letting folks know, because that's y'all job. And that's that y'all gonna do. And he's gonna watch y'all do it. And when he gets the power he wants, please don't be in the city, because he will come after you in the city. Please don't be in the city, teachers. Be out of the city.
Fear, the ultimate weapon, became the defining characteristic of the global community. Baron.
Teachers, be at a place where you can practice your abilities, eat right, do right, and act right. If there's any female around you that don't want to act right and do right, get her from around you, because she is just a distraction. You cannot afford a distraction. We are about to have the biggest war ever. This dude is coming for blood. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
No longer content with mere political power, declared himself supreme potentate of the global community. His word law, his will absolute. He demanded complete obedience, unyielding loyalty, and unquestioning worship. The world, once a tapestry of diverse cultures, beliefs, and ideologies, was being forcibly reshaped in his image. The stage was set, the pieces in place. Baron Trump, the puppet master, had manipulated his way to the pinnacle of power, his true nature revealed, his destiny about to unfold. The world, caught in the grip of a malevolent force it barely understood, could only watch in horror as the reign of the Antichrist began. The anticipation was palpable. The world held its breath as Baron Trump, the newly minted Secretary General of the United Nations, approached the podium. He exuded an aura of quiet confidence, his piercing blue eyes holding the gaze of the assembled dignitaries. His voice, amplified by the state-of-the-art sound system, resonated through the vast hall. He spoke of the challenges facing humanity, the aftermath of the pickup, and the looming threat of global instability. He captivated the audience with his eloquence, his mastery of language surpassing even the most seasoned diplomats. It was a message of hope, of a new world order rising from the ashes of the old. Baron Trump, once a puppet, became the puppet master, eliminating his handlers in a swift, calculated move. Baron Trump, now supreme potentate, purged rivals and established a surveillance state, his grip on power absolute. He spoke of order and obedience, demanding a title that reflected his authority. In a grand ceremony, he was declared supreme potentate. His reign, one of unprecedented power and darkness. After his assassination, Baron Trump rose on the third day, declaring himself a god. His eyes glowed with an unnatural intensity, his voice thunderous. The Antichrist had risen, and his reign of terror was far from over. Baron Trump demanded loyalty through the mark, a symbol of allegiance. The mark was the new Neuralink brain chip rollout during his dad time in 2025. It first started with the national ID, or real ID. Those without it were denied basic necessities, their lives forfeit. He would then establish Trumpianism as the only legal religion on earth, and following the events in the book of Revelation, decreed that all were required to bear a mark, the biblical mark of the beast, upon their foreheads or hands, signifying their loyalty to him and the global community in order to participate in any economic exchange, including purchasing and selling. At last, he gave out the decree that those who did not accept the mark, along with any who refused to proclaim him as God, would be beheaded by a guillotine known as a loyalty enforcement facilitator. In a final surge for complete domination of Earth, Trump created the One World Army, composed of all GC military presence on the planet. Their mission was to destroy the remnant stronghold of Petra and take over the city of Jerusalem as the world's new capital after the supernatural destruction of New Babylon. You'll gather the armies of the world at the Valley of Armageddon for the battle with Jesus Christ and his army. The world was suffering.
For the so-called battle, we're not talking about Jesus Christ. That's bullshit. So for the battle, when they have to fight us, because you have to understand, the scripture told y'all that anybody who doesn't get down with it, you know what he's gonna do to them. All y'all want to sit there and say all this stuff, you this and you that, but y'all don't even realize that if you 144,000, you the business. The ones that's gonna fight, dude, hello, he gonna be looking for you. Now there may be some of us that he don't get to whack, but there's gonna be a lot of us that still be stuck in the cities that he's gonna off. To being real with you, man. A lot of us that's going to be stuck in these cities he's going to get rid of because you ain't going to take the mark. But that's okay. That is okay. Because what's going to happen is that you get to go and see all our family in the place that they can't go. And you and our whole family, not even the whole family, sorry, because the family can't get involved. I more likely say you and the ones, our people that they did stuff to, and even the ones that didn't decide to come back here due to that whole stuff that happened way back, you know, and some of us decided to come back, right? You are going to be practicing your abilities. You are going to be practicing your abilities with anybody else that wouldn't take the mark that he had cut off by way of guillotine. The ones that is in the wilderness, if you hide out good enough, you will practice, you'll be ready for the war when it gets ready to happen. They know that we are going to fight a war against them with all our spiritual abilities. And this devil knows that when we say we ain't going to take it and he cuts some people off head with guillotine for not taking it, he's going to order that. Many of y'all seen these guillotines coming by the droves. Y'all know I'm not lying. Ain't no way but somebody can make this stuff up. And then y'all, the ones that stand firm in your should, don't fear death because we don't die. The devil don't even understand that. That's why his son ain't going to understand it. That's why he's so dumb enough to sit there and off you. But he going to sit there and command that gets done. And when that may happen, if you're in the wilderness, just know you are going to go up
And you're coming back to practice it because this is your planet. And you were not held by that universal law at that point because you were here and somebody took you out, which means that you have the right to avenge yourself. Which means that when they guillotine you for not taking the mark of Trump's fake son, who is the devil's real genetically modified Nephilim giant Anunnaki demon seed, that boy right there in the picture where the arrow's pointed. You will not fear that he has put that into law, that if you don't want to take it and you don't take it, if you're stuck in the cities, you don't take it and they chop you off. You are not going to be worried about that. In fact, you'll be happy because you know that you are going up to practice your abilities. And when you come to meet us in the land that we are supposed to be, which is here in America, in a certain part, we will be able to meet with y'all and we will be able to make the battle plans with y'all. We'll be able to meet y'all in the wilderness, make battle plans with y'all to fight against these devils and this wicked devil son that we will rid the earth of once and for all. Now, there are many of you that will still want to follow in his way, although he falls. But don't worry, don't fret, because when he falls, he'll get stuck in a whole different reality. And if you really want that devil's mess, you really want to keep going with the bullshit that he's kicking, you can go there with him. But for the rest of us, we are ending it and getting rid of it. For it is cleanup time. Now, the devil may be mad and he has figured out a backup plan to strike just as though as we're about to take it over. And that is fine because he is playing a game of chess that we already played and played out. And just kind of loud, devil and devil's son. The game is rigged. We don't rig the game from the jump, and there's no way to stop it. You cannot see beyond the physical, and you still don't even understand the spiritual. But yet you sit there and terrify and torture these spiritual children. These starseed children, and do all this mess, and you can't even understand it. So you don't understand spirit, and that light that you see is up there that you can't go to, that you keep sending things that they try to take over is spirit. That's why y'all keep getting destroyed. And therefore you cannot understand us. So when you go ahead, y'all, and that demon commands the guillotine, don't you fret, don't you cry, don't you go with a smile on your face. Because what you have to realize is that you are going up to practice your spiritual abilities. You will come back because you will not be violating that law because you have the right at that point. And you're asked, will we meeting us in the wilderness? And we'll be practicing along with you in the wilderness. And when we come against these son of a guns to destroy them once and for all, we will be destroying this kid and all that is down with them and the devils and all the other devils too. We will send them to a terrible planet where they can go live out their life and deal with the problems that they made. But he's going to try to pull this mess. We're going to finish this up.
Suffocated by his presence, his power inescapable. Resistance was met with brutal retribution. The guillotine, a symbol of terror, claimed the lives of dissenters. Hope was a dangerous indulgence in Baron Trump's New World Order. Barons and forces, fanatically loyal, patrolled the streets, raiding homes and indoctrinating the young. Fear became the glue holding society together. People informed on each other to survive in Baron Trump's nightmare world.
They told y'all your own family will tell on you. Your own family will tell on you. This is also why I keep telling y'all need to get to the wilderness. For the folks, the females, the people who don't get the powers, because the females don't get, well, there's one female going around saying that females get abilities too, and y'all have partners, whatever. All I know is I'm gonna have to see that. Well, actually, no, I did see one female get abilities, so it's true that I don't think it's gonna be a lot though. But anyways, that's besides the point. No matter what I think, it matters what's gonna happen. So, you don't think this dude knows? You don't think this dude knows? And y'all don't think that he's going to do everything in his power to try to stop you, me, and everybody else, especially the ones that got the power or the ones that's going to be going up to get your powers, right? You don't think he's going to want to stop you? All the teachers that's been talking trash all this long time, which ain't trash, you've been telling the truth, showing evidence, and snitching on this monkey-ass white boy, right, y'all? Because they are the monkeys. Y'all been telling the truth, right? Well, he don't like that. This is why he decided to make his entrance in 2006, because they started losing the information war in 2000. So he pops up in 2006, and he sees that losing information war still. And even today, he sees that they're losing information war. What else is he going to do besides make sure his daddy, the devil, got Trump in office, and make sure his daddy, the devil, convinced Trump and Ivana Trump to be his father on paper so that he could carry out the devil's plans? This is the guy that's going to sit there and do the dirty
In the
work.
valley of Armageddon, the final battle loomed. Baron's war machine faced the determined resistance. This was a battle for humanity's soul, a stand against darkness. The heavens opened, revealing Jesus Christ. The global community's soldiers faltered.
No, we're not going to go with that. They keep on trying to pull that. Everybody's going to see that we have abilities. They're going to see the so-called black man has power. They're going to see that we are the ones fighting with all these abilities with no weapons in our hands. We're going to be destroying his ships and everything that he takes vents. And this has happened too many times. We always fight these guys. And he's going to push all the fear. He's going to have you patrolling your streets, ringing your doorbell, snatch you out your house because you didn't go to Saturday or Sunday service for the Sabbath for the devil. He's going to sit up there and do all these evil things to try to scare you to do what he wants you to do because he knows he has lost power. So the devil sent his only begotten son. The devil sent his son. You see this? To try to stop. And of course, the devil got many sons, but you know how they like to do. The devil sent his only son, as the scripture might say, right? The devil sent his son to try to terrorize shit. Because that's what the boy's here for. And to make y'all serve the devil by serving his son. Look at those cold eyes. Those eyes are cold. The boy damn near, even especially this eye, look like a damn genetically modified robot. This is the guy to be keeping an eye on. And as you keep an eye on us, you look into this guy's cold-hearted stare, especially in that left eye. Damn near look like a robot. You will see, as time moved on, that this guy is nothing more than a seed of the devil. And this is the one that Trump is setting everything else up for. And as we go and keep on going, we always keep finding out it's deeper than what we think. We are going to be the ones. The scriptures tell you that if we get our head cut off, we're going to be the ones to go up. We're going to be the ones to get our abilities. We're going to be the ones to practice our abilities. We're going to come back down here. We're going to destroy the devil. Start with the Mr. J. Start with all the names. Cut the crap. Every single so-called black man, every single so-called colored black man that you have hurt, that you have wronged, that you have shot, you have castrated, you have killed, you have hung, you have burned, you have stuck on a stake, you have abused and mistreated and finding their wives and children doing so-called fake slavery when y'all kidnapped some of us, and here in America. All the lies he told, telling us that this place is not our home when it is, and in Africa is our place when it's not. Yes, the whole world is ours before you invaded. We get that. But the lies y'all told to trick us and to bring us low is everything that y'all and this damn evil ass boy right here is going to have to pay for. The tricks that y'all played on every black man, woman, and child. The abuse from the very beginning to every black woman and child. I know I'm using their terms, but just follow me. Y'all will have to pay for it, because therefore the men, when we go up, we are coming back with a vengeance. When we go up and get our abilities, you are coming back with super abilities. We come to you now with a Christ-like mind, because that was the Christ in us, the Christ mind in us. Not an actual person, because we are the Christ, dumbass. We are the ultimate sacrifice, dumbass. You motherfuckers told the shit backwards. And we gonna leave and come back with a vengeance. Oh, how great is thy army, that no man could stand before it. When we come, y'all are going to wish that you never heard one black person, to the tiniest, to the mightiest, on the face of this earth. Y'all gonna regret that when we kicked you out of ether, that you didn't take and own up to your punishment on New Beru, where Planet Wires, where the sons are roasting y'all to death to get rid of y'all for good. You were better off accepting your punishment, but instead you decided that you was gonna come over here, that you were gonna use nuclear weapons that you call a weapon of renown, and that you was gonna sit up there and aim it directly towards the habitable ozone where all the rocks is, so that it can scatter around and go everywhere and hit our planet, so that you can come here and invade our planet and sit there and say that it was a natural disaster and claim that you are us, but to add to insult, use a pagan name and pagan words that we did not understand. Because at that point in time, good could not understand evil. And claim that you were it when we it. Claim that we should be bowing down to you when you supposed to bow down to us. Claim that this whole place is yours when everything in all the galaxies is all ours, and all ours. On that very day, devil, you will fall. So fret not, my people. We got the face. We know where the place. And we know who his pappy is. And we also know who his paper pappy is. And we see all the devils moving now because he could not continue the way he was going because his children was doing a bad job on deceiving. So now this old jackrabbit has appeared in 2026. Ain't that something? The letter 6, you piece of shit. Peace and love, family. Now that I successfully have pointed out the criminal that you got to look for, and when he goes and puts in the guillotine law, don't fret, don't worry about it, don't fear your life, we don't die. They gonna do what they gonna do. You gonna come back with weapons inside of your body. You gonna come back with all power. And they will fall. And after we destroy the devil and all the people that's down the devils that wants all the mess and the devil's son, everything that has anything to do with him that loves his retarded ass, we are going to send him into a place called a whole nother earth, which is going to be a terrible earth of all the stuff that he ever wanted, and you can call that place a hell. Get it right. No more falling on your knees praying to anything or believing in anybody but yourself. Because we are. And he may try to create diseases because that's what they're doing. And they may try to do what he wants them to do, which is tell y'all to take this and to take that. so they can manipulate your DEA and change your DEA into DNA to change you into one of them so that you go down with the ship and be sucked into them? No, don't do it. I'd rather jump off a cliff before I do anything they want me to do. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. I hope y'all can see what I can see, and I hope that I've shown you the evidence that you need to see to understand that this dude, this young boy, 19-year-old boy, 18, 19-year-old boy that's running around them places talking to all those grown adults right now, they believe in this boy that much. I don't give a damn how smart the kid is. And listen, it still goes the same way you like or not. Kids are meant to be seen, not heard. Kids are meant to be spoken to, not meant to speak. Kids are meant to do as they is told, or there's a door and don't let it hit you on the way out. The minute you start letting a child tell you to do what to do, I don't give a fuck how smart they is the day that you doomed. This is one reason why they say you can't be friends with your children. You can't. You got to be a parent. If they don't like it, they can get the fuck out and get the belt while they're on the way out. Nothing new under the sun, my people. Peace and love. I love all of you. And I hope y'all learn. And I hope y'all can see. I'll be calling some of my brothers today. I believe I will. I won't say that I definitely will. I believe I will. Because I know how I get sometimes. Sometimes I just don't feel like talking. Sometimes I just don't. I just like to stay to myself. Sometimes I like to be too self. And I don't know. I used to didn't be like that. But you can put me on an island all by myself and I'd be just fine. With all these problems that y'all going through now. And in fact, the island sounds like the best thing to me right now. Get away from all this mess. You know, there's people, and I just want to bring this up. You can look this up. There's a bunch of different people on different islands that have never, ever, the United States and other countries have never went to the island because these people kill people as soon as they land on the island. So they have never been affected by anything. Now, I'm not saying these people are people to look up to, but they have a good concept. Now, here's where they go wrong. They eat people. I don't think that that's okay, obviously. But if somebody was to invade your land, we were told to kill them and kill them all, but we didn't. They invaded our land. We fought back the first couple of times, but didn't kill them all. The Blackamoors had the nerve to sit up there and put in that damn book about how they was trying to spy on giants when they talk about us as the giants. And they weren't talking about the Nephilim giants or the Anunnaki giants either. You see, the earth had more wind, more air back then, so you were a lot bigger, a lot taller. Even your damn cat was way bigger than what you are right now. Facts. You see, they always seem to be upset of the fact that no matter what they do, not you, they do, that we is gonna be in charge. No matter what, we escape this bull crap eventually. Some of y'all, unfortunately, gotta come back and do this retardedness shit again. I don't understand it. I don't understand why y'all want to come back here. Some of y'all want to come back here again till we do this over. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But whatever. All I know, and what you should know, is that the devil is always and always will be jealous of you, and even in the form of a child as the son of the devil, he is jealous of you to the point that now he didn't just pop on the scene. The devil didn't just send his son because his kids couldn't get the job done. The devil made sure that boy was trained taught in schools that you want nothing to do with it. Well, Trump, you won the election because you did what the devil said, which is take that boy as his son. And Ivana Trump did it too, and she didn't want to. Yeah, well, Trump, the sad part is when that boy gets rid of you, because he will. He'll get rid of you and the mother, because when y'all start talking against what he say, he gonna off y'all. Trump, if I was you, I'd run out of office. Although that may not be good for the rest of us to a certain extent, it's probably the best thing for you. As far as our people goes, we're better off not being involved with this government at all anymore up here in the first place. We need to go to the wilderness and build our own cities, start our own thing and do our own thing. Govern ourselves, man. Start our own foods and everything. If we want to deal with a bank, then make our own bank. If you want to do all this, I mean, it don't make no sense. We can do better than they ever done. Being here in a place that is foreign don't make no sense. That's all I'm saying. But furthermore, just make sure, because I want to make sure, because I know I was about to tell some more, so I want to make sure that just men and women and children, no matter how young you are, when that devil says you need to come take this mark, you tell that motherfucker go fuck yourself. That you ain't gonna do nothing it wants, and you understand the consequences. Ask yourself this: what good is it for a man to lose his soul? Because his soul's the body. That's how you come back here. You come back here because you get to re-enter the body that you made, but your body goes back to the dirt. Until further notice, when we make these things immortal, that's another conversation. Does it make sense for you to lose your soul to gain the world? Or does it make sense to lose the world? Because the world is no good, filthy, and disgusting, and full of devils. Because if you lose the world and leave this world behind, you gain your soul, which is your body. For you have to live in it. Which means that you, the spirit, when you go back home and you relearn that you have all these abilities, and they send you back without the brain white, and you know how to use these abilities to full extent, we're gonna kick ass. We're gonna rule with an iron fist. We're gonna drop these people like a bad habit. We're going to destroy the devil and his children like never before. The book says none like ever been seen before. What we do, the whole universe is going to say nobody but to ever fuck with them again. Do not fear the one that can hurt your body, but fear the one that can only hurt you. But hold on. The only one that can hurt you, the spirit, is you, because you are the spirit. So in other words, you should have no fear unless it's a fear of self. And the fear of self should know that you are part of something bigger than what they talking about. That we are combined up there, and they're calling us the ether. They're calling us the creator of all. They're calling the place that we live something they don't understand, because it's all spirit combined, and we are spirit that live in these bodies. Well, if I know that I got to recreate this body, and I got to recreate it in a way that I'm going to have my spiritual abilities when I come back here to fight these demons, or if I have to go to the wilderness to hide out and to plant food and survive this, and then fight these demons when the rest of my family shows up to fight these demons, either way, I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to fear death. But me personally, I'm not sticking around to let them do anything to this body. I'm going to be out of Dodge where I can practice these abilities. And I'm hoping that, hey, I survive and I practice my abilities. And I meet some of y'all guys in the wilderness, the ones who don't get to leave the city. And I'll have my powers all worked out so that we can go and destroy these demons. And for the ones who don't get out the city and they unfortunately do that to you, you'll be back and we'll see you in the wilderness to fight them demons. Time is up and they know it. Peace and love. I love all y'all once again. Keith, peace and love, high vibrations, peace and love. Keep the high vibrations going. 432 means love, absolutely. And I also want y'all to, I'm going to talk to Brother T, but I know I call him Brother T. That's not his real name, but I don't like using real names, y'all. And he has a radio station and stuff. I'm going to see if I can get some of that going on. He has more clothes. This guy is amazing with the clothes, man. If you up here, shout out to you, my dear brother. He's amazing with the clothes. I'm still about to buy this shirt from him. I've been running around trying to get things together. It's just been, it's been a crazy 5 years, to say the least. I have met people. One love for me. I've met people, and some people are, I'm going to just say this. Everybody, if you go to the wilderness, please go to the wilderness with people with like-minded minds. Go to the wilderness with people who understands that we are, and we exist simply because we do. We exist because we exist way at a place that they can't go, so that we can exist wherever we want. And it's coming down to the point that we're going to get rid of all things that should not exist and trap them into a place where they have to deal with. We can call it a prison, until they can figure things out, so they can be allowed to be where we're going to be. This place will heal itself, and the land, this earth will be a new earth, will not look the same, and we will be happy. We will be happy. Finally. And that Martin Luther King dream will finally happen. On that day, we'll be free at last. Free at last. Because that's the dream that Martin Luther King should have had. When we rid of these people, and we are all in the land and the planet where it is nothing but blackety black, and only people that is us. I know they like to say there's some people that has some of our DNA, but the fact is, if you don't have, look, it tells you about the oil. The oil is DNA. The oil is melanin. So we're not even gonna, and it also means DEA. So if you ain't got the prototype DNA of original man, then you're fucked. So they can say what they want, but I can't wait for us to have the real gene that Martin Luther King should have had, where we will be free at last. And we can look back and make jokes about everything we went through and laugh about it. My only hope is that the people that get left behind, because everybody ain't gonna make it, that one day at your appointed time, you do wake up and you leave this place, so you can stop getting trapped in obscurity and abuse and slavery, because you have been through this too many times, and it don't make sense. I love y'all. I'm getting off this thing. I think I've been up here. I don't know how long I've been up here. Almost 2 hours. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, that's time to go, right? Love y'all. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful rest. There's no such thing as night, and that's why I say rest. But you know how that goes when they keep playing with the machines that they stole from us, that we are going to have to get those things back. It's supposed to be sunny 24/7 all the time. Ain't supposed to be no night, and your body's not supposed to need to sleep. The sun can feed it. It don't make no damn sense. Peace and love.